Welcome to the verdict zone. If you're here for a rant, you're in the wrong aisle. If you're here for the facts as I see them, keep watching. Today, a story of blue-collar sweat versus a white-collar degree. Who really earns an empire? Kian dedicated his life to his father Idris's plumbing business. He started learning the trade at just 15 years old, right alongside his dad. He worked the tools, he got his qualifications, and for the last 2 years, while his father battled illness, he single-handedly ran the company. We're talking 50 vans, over 100 employees. Kian was the acting CEO, the heir apparent. Meanwhile, his older brother, Tariq, left for university and the city life. Then, the hammer blow. The father, retiring due to his declining health, doesn't reward the son who bled for the business. He hands the entire company to the prodigal brother, Tariq, who had only worked there for a few years in accounting. Kian is demoted, his salary slashed. The reason, a twisted sense of guilt. The father confessed he felt he owed Tariq for being absent during his childhood. Let that sink in. 12 years of loyalty was traded to soothe the father's guilt. Kian's entire value was reduced to a transactional counterweight for past paternal failings. This wasn't about business acumen or dedication. It was about easing a father's conscience at the expense of the son who had given him everything. So Kian did the unthinkable. He left, and when he walked, the workforce, loyal to him, threatened to follow. The business was on the brink of collapse. The father, now facing the consequences and public backlash online, finally broke down. He cried and confessed his tragic, selfish reasoning. But it was too late. The papers were already signed. Tariq had full legal control, and in a final, insulting family dinner, they didn't offer Kian a partnership. They demanded his submission. They expected him to return as a mere employee to save the business he built for the very brother who took it from him. But Kian built his own kingdom. He started his own venture, and it thrived. He found peace, love, and true success, all on his own terms. The original family. They've exiled themselves through their own actions. So, what's the verdict? I'm not angry at the system, I'm disappointed in the excuses. The excuse that a degree is more valuable than sweat. The excuse that guilt is a valid currency for a legacy. But here's a moral judgment to think about. When does a parent's debt to one child become a theft from another? Can familial love survive when it's used to justify profound professional injustice? This story isn't just about a business, it's about how we measure value. Is it in the years sacrificed, or the diplomas framed? Kian didn't just lose a job. He learned his father saw his life's work as a bargaining chip. He walked away from the business, and in doing so, he walked straight into his own worth. This is the raw anatomy of a family fracture. Where do you stand? Debate it below. And if you're ready to dissect more stories where love, money, and legacy collide, your verdict awaits. Subscribe, because some stories aren't told to inspire you. They're told to arm you with the truth.